Hey guys, how's it going? Wooxie Gaming here, and today I wanted to show you my Season 9 Blackbeard's Remains Pirate Set build. This build is a lot of fun because it provides consistent DPS, and there are always big explosions on the screen from your bomb barrels, cannonballs, and explosive bullets. The build also has quite a bit of dodge built into the items, so getting dodge capped isn't very hard at all. Other than that, I'm going to break this guide into a couple different parts. So I'm going to start with the gear first, then the mercenary gear and talents, player talents, hero levels, relics, and finally some gameplay. For the runes, you're going to be stacking nut runes all the way up until 100% dodge, and then after that you have kind of a couple different options. What I would like to do, or what I personally would choose, is the ham rune. But if you can't afford that or you can't obtain those, then you can always use perfect sapphires. They're barely any difference between the two. There's like maybe 25 extra cold damage or something when using the ham rune. So, you're not losing a lot by using perfect sapphires. So that's what I would suggest for this build. Now, starting with the gear, we're obviously going to be using the pirate set, so that includes the hat, chest, boots, and charm. Not going to swap those out. They're also really good because they provide a lot of dodge in the gear, so all we need is a shadow buckler to basically get capped. Now, this will change more than likely as I'm trying to get some of the dodge removed so that this build isn't as strong. That way you have to commit to dodge just a little bit, so that might change come start Season 9. For the amulet, you're going to be using the treasure pendant. It's a really good cold damage based item. Obviously, we're playing pirates, so most of our skills are cold based, or all of them are cold based. So we're going to want to be stacking as much cold damage as possible. Now for the gun, we're using Chills of War. It's a little better than Jack and Fred because it provides cold damage. And then also for the weapon enchant, we're going to be using multi-shot. Looks like that. We're not using burst shot on this character just because we get enough attack speed from our rapid fire. So getting your attack speed up isn't too hard at all. Almost 6 attacks a second. That's not bad. For the ring, I like to use the Demon Eye ring because it gives you all talents, life leech, and mana leech. So that's really good. That puts our life per hit to 5%, and then our mana per hit to 6%. So that's really good. For the belt, you're going to be using the Lich Sash. This one has cold damage and attack speed, so it's pretty perfect for pirate. That's exactly what you're looking for. For the potion, we're going to be using the Maggot Eye Elixir. It's just super strong. This is probably the best install on most characters. For the shield, we're going to be using the Shadow Buckler, mainly because it's a dodge shield. It allows us to get dodge capped fairly easily. But it also has attack speed and speed on it, so it doesn't make your pirate super slow, and it allows you to attack faster. So that's a really good option. For the gloves, we're going to be using the Frosty Hands. Now, there's the other option of the Frost Glimmer Gauntlets, or whatever they're called, but these ones are just far superior, so we're going to be using these over those. Now, for the Mercenary Gear, we're going to be using Slate, Fortress, and the Sky Crusader Helmet. For Slate, the rune word order is Da, Ist, Ga, 1, Hell, and Ox, and you're going to want a 5-socket crossbow for that. For the chest, we're using Fortress, mainly for the Holy Freeze. Let me go over Fanaticism real quick. This is why we use Slate. I believe it gives you 30% attack speed, so it's really, really good to use. Now the Holy Freeze, it allows you to freeze at a large distance, so that's pretty far away. It basically is a screen-wide freeze, so it's really good to use. The rune word order on this, let me pull it up real quick. So the rune word order on this is Fem, Ga 8, Drax, Fox, Rex, and Nut. And that takes a 5-socket Harbor, Cuirass, or Scarab Plate, if I remember that off of my memory. Now for the helmet, we're using the Sky Crusader helmet with Fem runes. The main reason for that is because it's the highest stamina slash HP helmet in the game. So I like to use that just to give my follower just a little bit more of a boost. Now for the minion levels, I put 30 into multi-shot because it just increases his damage. Not that his damage is super high, but it makes it significant enough. I put 25 into kneecap because it just adds additional damage. The big point you want is 30 points into rapid fire because as you can see it gives you 421% attack speed boosted. So that's really huge. Now for the rest of these, they don't really matter. I put 5 into piercing shots just so that he can pierce targets and do a little bit more damage, but other than that, um, you're basically just maxing out rapid fire. The rest of these don't matter too much. Now for the talents, um, I play a lot of, or I play the pirate as basically a proc A or proc AA like auto attacker. So I put 25 into explosive barrels mainly because that's the bulk of our damage. That's what our set bonus provides us. So that's where the most of our points are going to be going into. I also put 25 points into rapid fire because it allows you to shoot faster, which allows you to proc more stuff. I put 25 into explosive bullets just because it's on the target. You don't have to worry about the target dodging it like a cannonball shot, for example. So that's why I like to put the 25 points into that. And then I put the final 20 points into cannonball just because we're full on procs. I'm not really worried about our single target too much. If you have single target problems, I would take the 25 out of cannonball and put it into torrent because that's a really good option to use. Now for the hero levels on Pirate, you're going to be wanting to put all of your points into strength. There's nothing better on here. It's arguable that Ancient Power could be better, but just strength stacking is obviously going to be the best choice always, because it affects most of your skills. Yeah, a lot of these skills have synergies based with strength and weapon damage. So strength boosts both your weapon damage and your ability damage, so you kind of double dip on that. Now for the relics I use, they're fairly straightforward. I get the 5 floater relics, so Demon Sheep, Fetus, Guardian Angel, Shredder, and Templar Shield. Those ones are just really good to have because they clear all debris out of the way. For example, if these were crates, I would just be able to walk straight through them so I don't get caught up on wallers and things like that. The next ones I get are all the movement speed ones, so like Blazing Boots, Spoon, Butcher's Knife, Amazon Spears, Monkey King Bar, Rock Belt. Pretty sure that covers all the speed ones. But yeah, those ones are really good to use. I also focus on Holy Grail and the Magic Mushroom because that gives you three all talents, which is really good since all talents are a lot harder to get now. I also get homing shots just because it's pretty nice on Pirate to be able to just nuke one target at a time. Some of these other ones are just kind of, you don't have to get them, but they help. Like Storm Dagger helps a lot. Poison Spears, it helps a little bit. Lightning Ball, it's okay. Shattered Katana, it helps a little bit. But that's mainly what I like to get for my relics. Another really important one is the Rice and Chopsticks, so it's disarming powder, so it makes it so bosses don't one-shot you anymore. Or like other mobs won't one-shot you, so it's really nice. And then oversized is just, it doubles your size on projectiles and stuff, which is actually really nice for the bomb bags or the bomb barrels. So I'll actually double the size on the bomb barrels as well. Let's see if I can get one to prop. Yep, there we go. So it's a lot bigger, it does a lot more damage than without the pirate set. Now, the gameplay on Pirate's fairly simple. You're going to bind all of your keys to basically one single key, so that way you could just sit here and spam your abilities. But you're going to spam your abilities, and you want to stay at a medium to far range from targets, but you want your anchor to hit them, to stun them. It's a little hard to show in non-wormhole scenarios, but you want to be somewhat close up to the target as well. So just keep that in mind as you do like higher wormholes and stuff. You're going to be wanting your anchor to hit the targets to stun them, because that just helps your clear speed, that helps you stay alive. It's fairly straightforward. You want your torrent to focus down um, the stronger targets on the screen, because that's where a lot of your single target damage comes from. Let's go kill the boss real quick. Yeah, so Pirate does a decent amount of DPS. Really relaxed character to play. And with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the guide here. If you have any questions, feel free to comment in the section below. Other than that, feel free to subscribe if you liked the video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in Season 9, and hopefully these build guides helped you out. Have a good day.